Hello, my name's Sarah Holdcroft and I'm an independent publisher and book coach, and today I'm going to be talking to you about taking advantage of Google, and by that I mean Google Alerts. And this is the second video of a two-part series that I have recorded, and in this video we would be looking at how you actually set up Google Alerts. So first of all, what you need to do is open a web browser at google.com or google.co.uk and then /alerts, and you will come across this page, and as you can see here it actually gives you a number of suggestions in various categories. But what we're really interested in today is setting up our own. And that's where this little box comes in very handy. But it's best if you first of all actually sign in to your Google account. Now I've signed into my Google account here, so the first page has altered slightly and it's got my email address there, and then it's got the create alert here where I can create new alerts. It's got some options here which we'll come to in a minute. It's actually showing a preview now of some of the alerts. Now these are old alerts, but it gives you an idea of the sort of thing that might come up once you have your alerts set up. So let's create an alert, and up here now we put in what we want to create an alert about. We'll look at the title of a book by an author that I know well, my good friend Lizzie Lamb, and we will put Scotch on the rocks. Now as I'm typing this, it's coming up with a preview. Now as you can see, this is pretty general. It's picked up the word Scotch and rocks, so as we're going through here there's all sorts of odd stuff in here that you don't want, and this is one of the things that you have to play about with Google Alerts a bit until you get something a bit more specific to what you want. So what we can do is actually add Lizzie Lamb's name in there. Now it's a little bit more specific. Now at the moment it's saying there are no recent results from our search here, but it's showing us what it's found already. So we can see here this is a blog post by the looks of it, another blog post by Lizzie, here's something from Rosie Amber, another blogger. So these all look, yeah, pretty relevant actually. Here's another post where Lizzie Lamb featured, and down we go, and there are more and more until it becomes down here. This one is obviously not what we're looking for, but the top ones, that's pretty good. There's another one here as well, another blogger. If we're happy with using this as our alert, we click on the show options, and it'll tell us, it'll ask us how often we want to have notifications. So okay, at most once a day. That's probably at most once a week. You could start with that to begin with. Sources, again here you've got a choice that you can put in here if you want to be more specific. Let's leave it at automatic. Language, obviously, we want English, but there's a whole load of others if you want other references. Region, again, we can choose the location, the country. We want the United Kingdom, really, perhaps. But then, will that actually reduce the results that we get? So, any region is better, because you might find that if you are in the United Kingdom, that somebody is talking about you or your blog in the States, you're not necessarily going to hear about it, and vice versa. Now here you have a couple of options: only the best results or all results. And generally here I would say it's better to choose only the best results, because that does get rid of some of those that aren't quite so relevant. And by putting this as the choice, only the best results, that is also a good indication of what Google thinks is a good blog post or relevant or useful content. So keep that at only the best results. And here at the bottom we're going to deliver it to my email address here. And that's it. We've created the alert. And here you'll see it here. Scotch on the Rocks, Lizzie Lamb. Now if we want to, we can click on here, we can go in and alter any of these. That's not a problem. And then if we do alter anything, we can just update the alert. That's fine. Let's just go back to where we were. We can delete it very easily as well by clicking on the little icon there. Here we have also some more settings that we can choose, where we can choose when to receive our alerts, or if we want a digest, so to receive all the alerts in a single email, because obviously here we've got two. So if we just click on the delivery time, this you can actually change so that if you'd rather have your alerts delivered to you in the evening, when you're more likely to be able to look at them and do something about them, then you can change that. The digest here, we'll just click that, gives you a how often option, at most once a day or at most once a week, which is what I think we chose initially. And we can save that. And that is basically it. Now you can just put words in as well. You don't have to put a phrase. You can put in single words too. So for instance, if there's a location in your book that is something that you would like to set up an alert for, then you can type that in. Let's say Texas. Again, it's coming up with a preview. So here we're probably not being specific enough. So we could put in after this, whoops, travel. And then we'll get just those things that are relevant. And we've already come up with something here. Texas author wants readers to go beyond Google. Okay, this could be useful to another author that has her book based in Texas, for instance. So if we wanted to keep that alert, then again we can create the alert and it will show up in the list. In fact, why don't I do that, and then you can see it there, and then it's that easy to delete it. And then if you want some general alert suggestions, then you can go further down and check them out. But that is basically all you need to do. Oh, do remember though to dismiss that. And that's basically all Google Alerts is. And then you can just forget about it and wait until it sends you an email with new content which you can then act upon. I hope you found that useful, and good luck trying it out.